somewhere around when it was first brought to my attention, and I loved what they were doing from a transparency standpoint, but I couldn't see how I could fit into the equation. And I didn't think that it would appeal to the masses because it was just aimed really at accredited investors. And so it kind of turned me off. And so, Billy, I wanted to say that you getting involved or really pushing for the smart chain is ultimately what got my attention, because now we could see how individuals like Ricardo and myself and Mike and everybody else that's watching could participate as well. And that's what really excited me. And so because of that, I decided to go out and sit down and meet with the team. And then as I started to look at, Matt's background and his track record for taking companies public, ringing the bell on the stock exchange, and Pablo, the CEO of T7X, and his banking background is just incredible. If you guys haven't been over to our T7X.io website, our partner's website, and just look at the advisory board, the attorneys, the advisors that we currently have, everybody from Andrew Scott, who, I mean, you could just go Google Andrew Scott and look at his background, or Barry Seaman. But you look at the people that are involved, and I believe that the best predictor of future performance is past performance. Track record really does matter. And this is what these guys have done. They have collectively taken hundreds of companies public. And it's not just about going public, Mike. It's about the structuring. When you get into a room and you listen to Matt and start to see how his brain works, especially when a real world asset is saying, okay, how can we tokenize? And he takes all of that information in, and the structuring alone is, I almost want to use the word proprietary, because you could go build a blockchain today and say, hey, we're going to force everybody to do a Reg A and Reg D. But it's not just that. It's the overall framework and the structuring that has to go into filing that Reg A and Reg D. And that is not something that can easily be duplicated. And so when we talk about our secret sauce, yes, we have a global framework that nobody else has in the blockchain space. Somebody might try to copy it, but then it's that special sauce of how do you structure these things properly to get through the Reg A and Reg D process and do it in a legal and compliant manner so that you're fully coherent and cohesive and compliant with the SEC. And that's where this team comes into play. And I think that that's what is going to be very difficult to duplicate.